So OSP, the establishment of the office of the OSP was to deal with issues of corruption and corrupt-related activities.
Right.
And so NPP brought that idea, and I thought that it was a very laudable one, and that the fact that people have held perceptions and assumptions for so long, we needed to establish this particular office to unravel that mystery. I say mystery because people would always go home with certain assumption or perception that this person stole money and all that. So this came in to do certain preliminary investigations and get to arrive certain perceptions going forward and see how we can deal with it therein. But of late, you're looking at why it was established and why some people resigned from that office. And I'm bringing you to the cooperation of same government officials and public institutions. Because if you recall, Martin Amidu was the first to have been appointed for the office of OSP, right? And what happened? He resigned simply because of the word cooperation of government and the public institutions. I mean, the security agencies and that relevant agencies that could cooperate with him to be able to deal with corruption and its related matters. He didn't see that cooperation. At the end of the day, he resigned with a very, alarming statement, calling the president then the mother serpent of corruption.
Yeah.
That was so dense on the image of the president. And we got the same president appointing Ajabin, Kisi Ajabin, to come in to replace the Martin Amidu's era. Now, the perception, again, was not the fact that Ajabin was brought in to deal with corruption, but to deal with people who had in the past were serving in government. That was the perception. And then fast forward, what happened? We didn't see him bite so much in the past administration. And he also came out to say that perhaps the cooperation that he needed, they didn't give him. And so he couldn't bite, he couldn't do anything. And so that is why people felt that past and present, the OSP office has been, a waste to the economy and the taxpayer. So therefore, people are calling for the scrap of that office. And I'm saying that if you want to deal with corruption, corruption will deal with you. If you recall what Domlevo said, you're coming after corruption, the people who are indulged in that corruption activities will come after you. And that is what is happening. Because it's a cabal, and no one can do corruption and succeed alone. You need to have some supporters to support you achieve that corruption activities that you want to indulge. So for me, that office should remain, but we should look at who would have the political, muscle to be able to handle that, devoid of political infiltrations and political influence.